How's it going, guys? This is part 6 of a Nuxt 3 beginners tutorial where we are going to turn this regular Nuxt 3 app, the beginners, the welcome, into this beautiful resume or CV. So in the last tutorial, if you're just coming on now, I suggest you look at the first videos so you can understand where we are in this series. All right, so the last time we looked at the assets folder, right, in our Nuxt app, and we explained what that was about. And we also added folders, CSS, image, and JavaScript to this assets folder. And VS Code will recognize that, here they are. Now the goal now is to link this layout, which is what we're going to be working on today, the default layout, and we added this in the last video, to these assets here, right? But what we're going to do is look at the HTML, and the HTML is right here. I believe I have it open in Notepad++. Okay, Notepad++. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at, we're going to find all the links, all the CSSs, and and this icon one too. Okay, let's go. So link, let me just remember how I did this, because sometimes I forget. Okay, link, okay, object, blah 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 blah. Great. All right, so object. So what we're going to do is, for each link, right, we're going to see that we're going to create an object in the link array in our default layout. So link, you're going to create an object like that. All right, and then what you're going to do is look at your HTML. So rel icon, gonna do that, rel icon, just like that. All right, and the next one, type, this is an image. You can put this in the public folder. We talked about that, but I'm not going to use that. I don't think you need it really, but if you prefer to do that, you can. I don't think we'll talk about the public folder here, or create it. Icon, and then href. Now this is important here, right? Because we move some files around, so we need to make sure that this is in the assets image favicon. Otherwise we won't be able to find it or be able to see it. So that is href. Okay, now is this the correct place? So if I go to assets here, right, I'm going to save that. If I go to assets here and I go to image, am I going to find the favicon? Yes. Okay, that's great. Now that's our first link. We're going to do the links first and then the scripts. And I think the order does matter. Well, the order of the CSS links, but let's just, so we're going to skip this. We're going to do this link. All right, so that's href. That is a Google font. I'm going to copy that. Do the same thing here. What was that? That was href. I'm going to try something. I'm going to just copy this whole thing like that. Control C, Control V. Then I'm just going to change that. How about that, huh? Isn't that faster? And then like that. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. The next link. Another Google font. I'm going to just copy that whole line. Control C. create an object, Control V. We're going to turn the equal signs to colons. That's the wrong place there. Made this bigger so you guys could see. Okay. Type. Alright. So link, and then this is a core style sheet. So this is important too, right? We need to make sure that this style sheet is where this link says it is. If it's not, we gotta go find it. So we have that there. All right, now right here, I can tell that this won't be found because we don't have a CSS folder that's right up top. So we need to add assets here, right? We need to add assets here because that tells us assets. We're gonna have stuff. Assets CSS and style CSS. Great. Okay. Now you can bundle this. You know, I think there's a way to do it, but I'm not going to do that. So right now we'll just do this in a step-by-step fashion that is easy for you to understand. Okay, so our links, usually we don't have any links down at the bottom. We don't do that to CSS, we just JavaScript. Is there anything at the bottom? Of course not. There are no links. There's no CSS at the bottom, right guys? CSS is always at the top. All right, that's great. Now for the JavaScript, right? The JavaScript is, you know, you start with script. Now, you know what? Let's add some, not there. Let's add some documentation here to our code, just so we remember, or if anybody's working on our code later, right? We're gonna just say these are Google fonts, right? And this is just local CSS, and I believe it includes Bootstrap. That's what we're using. We're using Bootstrap. Why won't that close? Okay. Now we're going to work on the script tags. So script, I believe it's the same thing, right? I'm going to go up to what I've already worked on. Hope you guys don't mind. Okay, that is my custom style sheet here, but we'll do that later. So script, font awesome, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I think this order does matter, all right? Because sometimes you want to load some scripts before others. So just the way it is in the HTML file, right? This is the HTML file. So we're going to start with, where's the first one? Script. There we go. That's the font awesome. Those are the fonts. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to copy all these values that are inside the script tag. I'm going to do that. I believe that is the correct. But I'm going to do that. We're going to turn that equals into that into that. Okay. Comma. We go back. I believe that is correct. Yeah. All right. Now, sometimes we add our JavaScript down at the bottom, right? So we're going to go down to the bottom to go find the JavaScript that's at the bottom, and we're going to add it in the same place, right? So this is the, where's my cursor? This is the core Bootstrap JavaScript code. I'm going to do the same thing, right? We're going to create an object, paste that in there, turn the equal sign into a colon. Okay, and then the last one, so I think this order does matter, right? Because Nuxt will probably load them the same way that this page is loaded, except faster and cooler. Yeah, Nuxt 3 is cool. It is cool. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty. Something's wrong. Oh, forgot to add the closing quotation marks. Okay, so this is going to be rebuilt. Now we should, okay, this is going to fail. I can already see this because we don't have, our JS is in the assets folder, right? So let me see, JS, yeah, so we need assets here. Glad I saw that before the video was over. Okay, so we serve, okay. So we should have our JavaScript. So let's just take a look. Is anything broken? If we look at the front end, is anything broken? Open up our DevTools, press F12. I'm not sure if it's the same command in ooh, look at that. Nothing's broken, right? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so now here's the fun part, right? This is probably the best part if this works. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to our HTML and just copy everything. I'm just going to copy everything from the whole body tag, actually. The whole body tag. Yes, the whole body tag for now. Control C. Yes, so we're gonna just right click and copy that, or just Control C, and we're gonna go to right here. Okay, now what we're gonna do here, right? We're gonna add Nuxt layout. This is important for us to just use this information we just added to our layout. Why is that doing that? Okay, there we go. And then just paste what you just copied, all that information, right? So paste, just like that. Now, of course, we don't need any of these scripts down here. So we're going to remove this. All right. And we're going to save that. So is this going to work? No, there's a bug. What's this? Oh, see that little equal signs then? Okay, so that is not correct. I need to go fix that. Where is that file? Okay, so let's fix that real quick. Right here. It's not supposed to be like that. Okay, that's correct. And any other places? Is this good now? It's working. We're good. I think we're good, right? Oh, no. Here's another bug right there. See that? Okay. So is this working now? Let's go to our app. What do we see on our app if we refresh? Oh, there we go. See? Beautiful. So make sure your code is correct. And there you have it. So here we have turned this into a Nuxt app. Now, of course, this is not the end of this tutorial. This is just the beginning, because we're going to componentize all these parts, right? I'm going to learn how to use. So let's see if it's working. Yep, everything is working, it seems. See? So you have successfully taken a web template and turned it into a Nuxt app. Very, very good. All right, stick around and make sure you click the link below, which tells you how to create amazing Nuxt apps, and it's all free. All right, I will see you soon. Stick around.